You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the Dead Sons storyline and may contain spoilers for the Dead Sons adventure path published by Paizo Incorporated. The following segments may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the party encounters a planar creature upon the Sunrise Maiden. So, you all board the Maiden. You get a safe distance away from the station, and you drift. And Zenka will realize there's like a little bit more kick when this drift engine starts up.
I love it.
Yeah, it feels nice. The coronas and bits of like galaxy that normally go by slow still go by slow, but just marginally faster. When you plot a course, you double take when the computer says that it will only take you 7 days to get to the gate of the 12.
Is that right? I look at my readout on the captain's chair.
It'd have to be.
What did she do to our ship?
I made it better. Me and her had a little heart-to-heart. And I was all like, hey, if you put this in the ship, zip,
we
zoom.
get to travel to the Vast and only be stuck on the ship with Ion for 7 days.
Hey.
I didn't even have to pour my energy drink in at this time.
Here, Maiden, have some Red Bull.
So you travel through the drift for close to a week, getting reacquainted, using some more of those bath bombs whenever possible, because can't take it with you, right?
Well, I'm not sure that the showers here use recycled water or not.
You may work in the workshop a little bit, try to get things situated, loadouts rearranged to make preparations for this final push.
At some point during this trip, when Ion is asleep and the others aren't, I'm going to tell them in all horrifying tones about the groupies.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I don't either. It's terrifying.
I feel good about it. Embrace the way of Sarenrae. Let's take those stems and let's replace them with Kool-Aid.
Whoa, cult leader, chill the hell out.
What were those air quotes about? Jeez.
Hold on.
I meant,
I know a halfling with just the skill set.
you could do that, or you could just do colored water. I don't know if Ion would know the difference.
How about with Maia's energy drink? Then at least he'd feel something.
That way he'd kind of feel the difference.
They're all just caffeine, and he's still making checks.
Turns out, like, all my energy drinks have just been, like, watered-down versions of Tidy. And, like...
Someone's been cutting Tidy.
You're like, Maya, can we have those energy drinks? And it's just, like, mason jars with, like, poorly drawn labels on the front, you know?
Where'd you get those? At the store?
Military surplus.
One of them literally has tidy crossed out with coffee written under it.
You travel through the drift, and Zenka, make me a perception check.
Sure thing. Also, you said a perception?
Yeah.
18.
As you're traveling through the drift, the drift is kind of wild anyway, because there's just like stuff sort of occasionally floating by. It's a little bit weird. And, like colors and auroras. It's just, sort of
We're flying through a rainbow.
Yeah, it's just like your experience can vary wildly over the course of several hours, and you fly through what feels to be like a fog bank. Like it's just sort of like a almost imperceptible mist if it weren't for the fact that, like, sort of your onboard headlights kind of like reflect off of them like your high beams do when you're driving when it's foggy out, and you kind of have to kick them down a little bit.
That's
so you
in
can actually
space?
see. Yeah.
Well, it's in the drift. It's an alternate plane.
Oh, right.
So, it kind of reflects off a lot and sort of catches your attention.
That's not good.
Well, no, I mean, it's not super unusual. It's just something that catches your eye because, when you sit in this chair for hours on end, you try to find things that are interesting and focus on them.
You notice things or you fall asleep.
Yeah. So your brain decided to notice things, and that's what it noticed. So during the doldrums of space travel, what would Maia be doing?
The doldrums.
Yeah, just you can't sit
her
at
three monitors open and just playing video games on one and half monitoring anything on the other.
So like game on one, YouTube on the other,
right.
RSS feed. Make me a computers check.
Oh man, first roll of the day. Let's see. Let's get a real D20 out of here. Oh, that is a yeah. First roll of the day, and
Nice.
it's a yeah. So that is a. We didn't hit level 10, right?
We did hit
We had
level 10.
just hit level 10.
I thought. Okay, all right. So that would. I need to increase all those by 1. So 44.
44.
Also, your stats increase at level 10.
I feel like we may have talked about those before we left the last session. I'll let you take a look at them just to be sure.
I think I'd already increased those because
Okay.
I don't
Probably it's the
believe
skill
I had
points.
those numbers. Yeah, I think I just have to hit skill points in
So-
my mechanic trick.
You've got a massive computers check.
Yeah.
The Sunrise Maiden is being hacked
Oh no.
from the inside.
Even worse. Okay.
That's not good.
I was waiting for how it could have gotten worse.
I just like, are one of you idiots like trying to do something on the computer systems that would look like you're trying to hack our own ship?
No.
I'm gonna have to
What?
check.
I've seen it just like wakes up. She's like in that nest of blankets in the captain's chair with this giant mug of hot cocoa, and she was just kind of laying there half dazed, smelling it. Like, what? No?
All right, so I'm the only one on the computer then. Okay.
You're the only one with mainframe time right now.
Someone is trying to hack our ship. Here's the scary part from the inside.
Beyond trying.
Beyond trying,
succeeding.
they're successfully hacking our ship from the inside.
Why haven't you got them out of our computer yet?
Well, I just now found it. Had to pause my game.
Should I?
I had to pause my game.
I'd find a
Since I
site to
didn't
do
do
it
it anyway, I
Mom.
thought I'd let you know. Guess
It's an
I'll keep that
MMO.
a
I can't
secret now.
pause it.
We ain't getting online games out here.
Well, this might be worth like a cursory look over the ship.
Hold on,
should
it's
I-
being hacked from inside the ship.
Yes, inside. Wake
Who's
up,
in our
Cyna.
ship?
Should
Where is it coming from? Tell me, and I'll get there as soon as
Yeah,
I
can
can.
I see if there's
Hey,
like an
Vesper,
access
wake up.
point it's being hit
Who's
by?
in our ship? Who's in your brain?
Yeah, tell me, and I will go to the source of the problem and handle it.
Switch port 23. Why did I never actually label these?
Like you try to command Vesper, and Vesper's been like being used as like the trinode for like the computer, just like processing because you guys don't need.
Well,
him.
right. I assume we could still talk to him in the computer.
Yeah. Well, it like he kicks life. I imagine he's got some type of like charging bay that's also just like a massive dock that just kind of like he's sort of immobilized.
Right. Well, see,
when
my
he's
thought of yelling for him is basically like the ship's AI. Like if he's inside the computer, he might know what's going on.
Gotcha.
I wasn't looking to wake him up or get him mobile.
Okay. I'm not sure if I know what does Vesper have a computer check? Did I give anyone Vesper?
Maya's got Vesper stats.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you upgraded him recently, didn't you?
Yeah. God, too many papers.
I know this whole campaign is 3 trees.
We killed so many trees.
That's all right. We didn't need them.
Who needs to breathe?
Vesper's in here.
Eox had the right idea.
Breathing is overrated.
Vesper's not in this stack. Hold on.
You put it in the group at some point.
Yeah, but that
So it's
at
in the
some
message
point
history.
is it'll be deep though. Vesper will kick online and say, detecting a hack attempt.
Stop
His
it.
computer check.
Thank you.
Is
It's like we're getting our news updates over telex here. Beep, 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 beep.
plus 24.
Oh yeah, Vesper detects the hack attempt.
Yeah.
Warning, it's coming from inside the ship.
Where?
Vesper, I know it's from the inside of the ship. Tell me
All right.
where inside the ship. It's a big ship.
So I'm going to
Detecting.
head back towards the power core, which I assume is at the end. Back end.
Yeah. That's the drift engine. right
Yeah.
there.
I'm going to go back there because there looks like there's some cute computer banks back there.
Yep, so go ahead and place yourselves where you would probably be on the ship.
Well, I'm coming out of my room.
Okay. Vesper will start looking at ports and stuff. And Maia, you can kind of see like rapid fire pings. Like Vesper's like trying to look everywhere, and you're just seeing like this checklist of like clear, 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 clear. And
Actually, I guess that's where Maia is because that's like the engineering bay. So put yourself back here.
You can see the new kick-ass miniature.
Huzzah.
And I'm probably in front of the computer or something.
Need to talk him into painting it.
you can see like as Vesper's working at like from the top down, you decide to work from the bottom up.
Okay, right,
and
yeah.
try to like meet in the middle, and you both stall out at about the same place. Bridge. Oh, y'all keep yourselves right there.
Somebody investigate the bridge.
What?
There's
We're
2
on the
people
bridge.
in the bridge.
Well, look harder.
I look really hard.
That's my chair, damn it.
Stop hacking this shit.
Out of the main computer, a creature begins to manifest.
Oh, disgusting.
Out of the computer?
God damn it,
He was
Ion.
inside my network.
What?
Oh,
I didn't do
crap.
it. Let me
What
see.
the f...
You don't actually.
I'm uncomfortable.
You don't actually want to know what that is, because if you did, it's more terrifying.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Where the hell did you get these parts?
Out of basically the screen, the vents, everything, like every little like breathing hole that this computer kind of has to keep from overheating, like a fine mist of like metallic shavings almost comes out and coalesces into this medium like humanoid form. And it says, in interlopers, you will cease your transgressions and return to your place of origin or be destroyed. Roll initiative.
I don't like people threatening me on my own boat.
I don't like the assumption that we're interloping on our own ship.
Yeah.
Are we interloping in the drift? Holy. Okay.
So, Cyna, what's your initiative?
We'll call it 14
14.
because I forgot to level up.
Maia.
Actually,
16.
24.
Big difference.
I forgot my die roll.
No.
Zenka.
25.
Whatever. Everyone's a douche.
Ion.
20. Yay! I'm not last with a roll of 20 for once.
I rolled a 4.
So there's a creature that's standing there that has made this proclamation, and it reaches out its right arm, and you can see basically what looks like nanites, because you're used to casting
I know
nanites.
how nanites work.
And you see these nanites sort of pour off of him like these little bugs and start to form this long sword
Oh my god, it's made of Legos.
out of his main hand.
Very small Legos.
Can I like break that back into nanites with like a hacking attempt? Arm shatters into the floor.
I'm going to start pulling up rules for things.
Here's the artifact. It's Jeff
Yep.
Goldblum's
So there's the pulling up rules for things, and there's also the making checks to determine what's
What the
going
heck
on.
this is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's start with
What
a
kind of
mysticism check.
All right.
I'm going to use my communal reroll on that.
19 for mysticism.
19 tells you nothing about this creature.
Jeez.
I got a 10.
My mouse don't
10
work.
tells you nothing about this creature.
Tells us we're screwed.
Okay, 37.
A 37
Yeah, I'm using that reroll because this might be important.
tells you that this creature is an Anhamut inevitable.
Okay.
And you get one piece of information about it. Ion, do you have a mysticism you want to...
Fantastic. What type of creature is it?
I'll give you this for free since you know it's an inevitable. You know it's an outsider.
Okay, so that is a being from another plane, correct?
Correct.
I
More
don't-
specifically, the plane of law or
Okay.
axis, whatever you want to...
You should.
Give me a moment, because the one thing I bought that I didn't think I was going to need might have just come up.
You should ask what its defenses are.
No, I don't need to know.
But
If you have an
Zenka,
eyeball laser, can you shoot it at the same time you would like shoot somebody with your gun? Oh, that's lame.
I think the whole point is that you can't be disarmed.
Oh, right.
but
somebody's
Zenka does
grappling you and
know
looking
one
at you.
other
Just
thing.
Give me a moment. My pulse is racing at the moment, so just a second, because this might be real goddamn important.
We've got big feelings over here with Zenka.
Yeah.
Is this a lemon?
It is lemon ginger. You want it.
Okay.
Told you.
It is flat-footed, right?
No. It
Well,
came
no.
out and it formed a sword and it was all like, get wrecked, son.
It hasn't
It
gone
has
yet.
not acted yet in combat.
But that doesn't
is
make
my-
it flat-footed.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm trying to ask is, if I move away, you know what? Fuck it, I don't care.
Yes. If
let's
you move
provoke.
away, it can provoke an attack
Let's
of
provoke.
opportunity.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'll get hit. I'm gonna back into as far into the corner as I can.
Okay. He's going to swing on you.
That's fine.
Um,
Hit me, buddy. Oh my god, my mouse.
does a 33 hit.
Yes, it do.
Okay.
Mainly the second part.
That's the wrong die type, and lucky for you.
I don't care about like the range increase, but
That's actually really good, though.
That is 24 slashing damage.
Cool.
As this blade made of
orders.
nanites
Okay, so
slashes you.
So as I move away, I am drawing a spell gem out of my null space chamber.
Okay.
Once I'm over here, I'm going to cast it. Will save.
Okay.
You want a 21.
I have a 23.
Yeah, I want to go with.
But
Also, you need to make me a spell resistance check.
that's fine.
Right, because anyone I can touch.
I've got a +2 to that. So that's a +12, right?
10, yeah.
Just both.
That's a 14.
So
That's super good.
actually, the effect
Especially
of it doesn't
in
even
states bad where we're
go
affected.
off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So that was my attempt at one-shotting this with a spell gem of dismissal.
Ooh.
Yes.
It didn't work.
It never does when you need it to.
Okay. But
That was a lot of money. That was a lot of money gone.
I have cast dismissal many, many times, and it never
that's
ever works.
that was a good time to
That was
Attempt
close. That was close.
I
Cyna.
imagine the verbal component was like, "Get out of my chair."
That's pretty cool.
Get out of my plane!
We're thinking like
Get out of here.
he could touch your weapon and I could touch your
Inevitables
weapon.
are the most terrifying of all the outsiders. I mean, I would rather deal with demons and proteans
I think
than
I'm set now.
the machinery of the universe made flesh.
Sweet book.
I tried to send it home so we didn't have to deal with it.
That's
you saw
okay.
how that worked.
I bet you this can opener works real good on it.
He beat my save by 2.
All right. So I guess I'm next.
What a wiener butt.
Yes.
All right.
That guy said, "What a wiener butt." Beat your save by 2.
He beat the save by 2, and then I rolled a 2 on the spell penetration.
All right.
Stuff. So spell resistance.
Well, I guess since I'm going to shoot him.
Good plan. And he's already, well, I don't think you care too much about attacks of opportunity, so.
Well, no. I'm going to, take cover behind my chair and make with the shooting. So it'll be a trick attack. Will a 34?
Yes.
Okay. 30 to hit, touch, or energy?
Yes, yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So many d8s. That'll be 27 sonic.
All right, 1 second. I need to check something real quick. That is what I need to know. So how much sonic damage did you do?
27.
27. It all seems to go through.
We are supposed to be here, unlike you. Get off my lawn.
Zenka and Cyna, make me a sense motive check.
Okay. Uh, 21.
21. Zenka?
18.
18. Okay. All right. Maia, it might be a good opportunity to look at Vesper's spell loadout too, because that might be pertinent. Ion,
Is that door open in the hallway?
is it?
I mean, I don't see why we would close any of them.
Okay. Fair enough. It's open.
I mean, even if they weren't open, I'd think they would open when you approach them unless they're locked.
I don't need to move.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. I'm going to pull out this artillery laser that has a range of 120 feet.
He reaches back through the door and grabs it.
Yeah. Yeah. Time for the can opener. Let's do it.
Okay.
You realize that's going to hit your control panel.
I'll fix it later.
That's what the spare part room is for.
We're flying the ship
does a
now.
20 hit its EAC?
Cyna would have made it flat-footed.
I would have.
No.
I didn't think so.
Oh goodness.
That's okay.
So this magnetically shielded area in the front, this laser bounces 4 or 5 times before it loses all of its energy.
It's okay. It's okay. She's nimble.
Where is Vesper at?
We'll say on the bridge somewhere. It becomes relevant.
Well, she's probably back in there with you in like engineering.
Point of order: if these are poisons, then Vesper cannot benefit from them
Okay.
because he's
I
immune
figured
to
as much.
poisons.
It's the creature's turn. Some of the nanites that you sort of blew off of this creature with your sneak attack, Cyna, begin to recoalesce in that area, seeming to heal this creature.
Oh my god, it's made of nanites.
This is when we need some transport technology and just beam it into space.
Ion, you can now make me a sense motive check.
9.
9. Okay. Both your result and the German word for if you made it or not. I like it. This creature, finding itself adjacent to Cyna and running this as written.
I have a chair between it and me.
Just gives you cover.
That matters.
It do.
I'm going to run as written and use my inevitable onslaught ability that gives me 3 attacks on a full.
Bring it, Nano Boy.
Warning, incoming missile.
So,
Accurate.
So
Way to
first
go,
is
Bo. That means I got an email.
Cool. Is a 22 hit KAC.
It does not.
Okay. 31 KAC.
That one will.
Okay.
Who wouldn't that hit?
And 18 KAC.
That will not.
All right. So only one of these wild strikes hits you. And does 17 slashing damage as the second of this flurry catches you.
All right. Some of that will get absorbed by DR.
And Cyna, I'll allow you another sense motive.
Sure. I rolled less.
Nice. Maia, it's your turn. There's a firefight on the bridge of the ship.
Yeah. Well, let's see. How far away is that? Well, is that open? Is our doors open?
The doors we've determined are open because there's no reason why they wouldn't be when you're...
Right. Okay. I'll haste circuit and it should get me.
Probably the only doors that would be closed would be like the living quarters and like the bathrooms and stuff, I would imagine. Like the areas that you would want to be private.
Everybody's just leaving all the doors open.
You born in a barn?
We were.
Born in a barn. Okay. I will. You know why not? I'll just open up the full round since I'm haste circuited, and try to hit this bad boy. Minus, what's the minus for 4?
4.
Okay. That's not gonna hit him. Oh, that one might though. 19 plus 11, so 30.
Is that
Would be my cross bolter, so okay.
okay. That will hit.
Cool. That's what I like to hear. And what does this thing use? 2d10s? Okay.
I don't think I have my chippies with me. Oh, well.
All right. 10 plus 10, so 20 damage.
20 damage. Not all of it goes through.
That's unfortunate.
Welcome to book 5. Maia, do you have a sense motive you'd like to throw at this thing?
I can roll. I'll make a raw one. I don't have like skill points in it, but that would be 21.
21 is not sufficient. Okay. Next round. Zenka, it looks like Cyna earned this creature's ire, in spite of you trying to dismiss it to another plane.
Fucking tried. Did not succeed. Let's try another high-level spell at it.
If at first you don't succeed.
Make a reflex save.
I'll get there. Zenka, did you get your second piece of info or your first piece of
I
information?
didn't because I thought dismissal had a chance of working.
Okay. But
that was my mistake.
yeah, that's fine. This might be a good time for you if you. There's something
What is its spell resistance?
I'll tell you that its SR is 21.
Okay, so don't roll shit. Got it. I'm gonna roll a physical die.
Do you want me to roll that into defensive abilities just for?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not? Let's do that.
It does have regeneration
Okay.
that is stopped by chaotic damage. It has a
What
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
is good and evil a thing?
I mean, I guess.
It has immunities to electricity. It has swarm immunities when it's discorporated. It has DR chaotic and the SR 21.
So I'm assuming this thing's very lawful.
Oh,
It is.
it's
the
It
embodiment
is
of
the
law.
embodiment of law.
Is this Trian?
Okay,
No.
so that's gonna be
funny you bring Trian up.
Oh,
that's
no.
a 28 on the spell.
SR.
Yeah, the SR check.
You punch through. You're asking
Okay.
for a reflex
a
save now?
reflex save.
I rolled a 14.
Cool. That does not beat the 21 you need to do this. So, let me get some dice.
You're gonna need it.
I'll take that. That is 14 points of acid damage as a cloud, 5-foot cloud materializes around it.
Is it fighting nanites?
No.
Oh, is it caustic?
Corrosive haze.
Okay. So
It's a new trick.
it was 14?
14 points.
Okay. Yeah, all of that seems to work just fine. Would you like to make me a sense motive check?
Sure. 18.
18 is not going to be sufficient. Cyna, your assailant is now being engulfed by a small haze of acid.
Nice.
You
They
can
would have
see
killed for
some
that
of
in the
these.
60s.
You can see some of these nanites kind of falling off as though you'd hit like a wasp nest with spray. They just kind of start falling off of this
They're
creature.
so dramatic.
All right. Well, I'm going to.
Keep it where it is.
Okay. You want me to tank this thing then?
Not necessarily tank it, but it takes a lot more damage if it doesn't move.
I see. If it doesn't move. All right. Well, it only hit me
If
a
it
little
moves,
bit.
It moves.
So I'm gonna trick attack this bugger again.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Okay. You know what?
Was that for your sneak?
No,
that was.
he
that
can
was
take 10
for
on
my-
those.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I'm going to draw from the fumble deck. Just to see
Huzzah!
what happens. Now, what type of a...
Well, hold on a second here.
Uh-huh.
You just moved that to the -1 column. What does
Right.
that mean?
That means that I can't use any more of these until you guys do.
I see.
So I'm letting you all go up as high as 4 uses without me touching it.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to worry about me doing the same garbage.
On the other hand, once he's got everything at the left column,
I can't do it
touch
anymore. That's the metagame here. So this was an energy attack
It was
with
Now
what
it's
type
time
of
to use one?
a sonic pistol.
sonic? Okay. So voided warranty. You lose 1 randomly determined armor upgrade for 1d4 rounds. What type of armor upgrades do you have?
I have one that gives me energy resistance and one that gives me DR.
Cool. The one that gives you energy resistance is offline for 3 rounds.
I can live.
I think
That's
that might
what
be the
you
better
think.
of the two. Sorry.
No, that DR helped last turn.
Okay. Feel free to make me a sense motive roll, though.
use some drugs.
21. That's 1 point higher.
Not enough. Ion.
We might have to rebuild that pilot seat.
Is that what you're worried about right now?
I mean, I'm worried about a lot of things. They're all just kind of vying for screen time, I guess.
Does a 34 hit his EAC?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it do. That's going to be 22 fire damage.
22 fire damage. Okay.
I'm going to say, get off my ship!
It all goes through, and those of you that are on the bridge that watch some of these nanites kind of like fall off, some of them begin to like reboot and kind of T-1000 their way back into the legs
Oh, hell no.
of this creature
Oh, hell no.
as it begins to...
Someone needs to shove a grenade in its stomach and then run away. They'll be all like... Pfft.
Ion, I will allow you a sense motive check.
I don't know why we're making sense motive checks on it.
Well, maybe if you finally succeed at one, you'd learn the answer.
I got like a +5.
So it's possible.
I got a 15.
Okay.
15 is not enough.
Let me ask you, is a 20 enough?
No.
Then I can't make it.
Cool. Okay.
Stop asking me.
All right.
It's all good.
Yeah, I
We're
guess
good.
can a 23 make it?
No.
Okay, then I'm out too.
Oh, boy. Huh. Okay.
Well,
Well,
while we're playing this
Hey, remember
game,
that time we couldn't see a gargantuan
Will-
creature hiding behind a hut?
it's that
will
party.
a 31 potentially make it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got a chance.
yeah, if I can roll a 20.
I think
you
I'm
don't
the one
even
that's
need
got to
that
roll
high.
the 20.
You don't even need that high.
Okay.
It's
I've been
this
missing
creature's
it by
turn.
1 or 2 this whole time.
It will continue. Well, 1 second.
We're on the ship. I'm not even ashamed to use the 4th level spell slots right now. I should be.
Actually,
But let's do it.
Ion's the one that did damage last. So it would do this instead.
It should.
I guess, fortunately, Monster has an aggro table.
True.
I need to count spaces here.
Come at me, bro.
Is it moving?
It'll have to.
Okay. That's fine. Don't worry about
I'm 11
holding it where
spaces
it
away
is
from
then.
it.
It actually does not need to move then.
All right, let's do it.
So it won't. Instead of wailing away on Cyna with this great sword made of nanites, it will hoist it and point it towards Ion down the hall of the Sunrise Maiden.
That's not
And
good.
a electrical arc will fire off of the blade
That's a neat trick.
toward Ion.
Great.
Will a 35 hit your EAC, Ion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who told the gods of law they could have anime swords?
The god of anime.
You will take 15 electricity damage.
Is that the end of its turn?
Yeah, I don't see any reason to make a ranged attack. Now, Cyna, did you have a melee weapon out? Because technically you could take an attack of opportunity on this if you
You know,
did.
it hasn't taken attacks of opportunity against me, so I'm going to allow it to. It'll
well,
be fine.
you're doing your trick attack, and if you've
Well,
got
that's true,
improved
too.
mobility
Yeah.
and stuff, I've been hand waving that because I know the cheese that operatives
right.
can
Okay.
do.
Well, thank you. No, because realistically, I could see having a pistol tucked somewhere in the in the chair, but the knife is probably back in my room.
Okay.
Kindly take 10 points of acid damage.
Okay.
But kindly.
It'll only do it kindly.
Damn it! I'm pissed off. I
So-
can't.
It took acid damage, so at the end of its turn, it gets to take more acid damage.
Yeah. Since you asked so nicely. Ion, we determine. Okay, yeah, Maia. This thing still looks pretty hale and hardy.
With the haste circuit, would you allow me to scan and full round attack since Scan takes a move action.
Yes.
Okay. Then I suppose that is what I'm going to do.
I imagine it's the equivalent of like jumping to hyperspace before you've made the calculations.
All right.
I had to figure out the action economy for my Skittermander for Society play. Because I get that ability where they get an extra move action once a day. And he can't use that while he's full round casting, and it makes me so sad.
The other part of me, though. What's the range on your gun? Ion?
Ion's was like
120.
120.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we'll use my new trick then. Got a new mechanic trick.
Okay.
So instead of scanning, I'm going to run past Ion while running and touch his weapon as a recalibrate as my standard action, but then keep moving on into the...
Okay. That sounds great. So Ion's weapon is recalibrated.
Right. So in this recalibration, it reduces his range by 40 feet on the gun. However, it increases the damage by 1 full die. So if it was 38, it'd be 48. However, so on and so forth. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
And that is good for 10 full minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
That's
Or unless
only,
I turn it off.
That's only one of
right.
several things he can recalibrate.
gosh.
Right.
He can do the opposite, and he can also do it to spaceship guns.
Yeah, I can do it to the spaceship guns.
You are... Get the fuck over here.
And you're like, no,
I feel sick at my stomach now.
I want the heavy particle beam to work this way.
Okay.
Now it do.
Now, I mean, it's a slider. What's the slider for?
We'll find out.
Why does it
When
have
did you install this new slider switch?
Yeah, why does it have an 11 written in Sharpie at the top?
Right.
So, Zenka,
Okay, cool. Make a reflex save.
I will make an attempt.
Yeah, masking tape and Sharpie. 11.
I only have a 15.
That'll
Or you
be
do it like
12 points of
The real
acid
getaway,
damage.
so
Okay.
write straight on the material, and then you
It'll
put a
take
piece
another
of,
10 at the end of
Scotch
its
tape
turn.
over it.
That keeping it in its same spot didn't really help. Cyna, did you have somewhere you needed to go?
Do I?
I don't know. That was a question. You said something about knife in your room. I don't know if you wanted to go back and get it. I don't know if you
Okay,
wanted to
no, it's
get
fine.
out of melee or...
No, it's fine for now. I've got cover.
I'm
small,
asking.
I'm cheesy. I'm good.
Okay.
Good.
So I won't pop over there and dimension door you down the hallway.
No.
Save it.
Trust me, if I wanted to be down the hallway, I would have already.
I'd be done now. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. All right, let me see.
You don't even want to think about what my movement is.
Ridiculous, I'm sure. What damage didn't go through all the way?
My kinetic weapon didn't go through
Okay.
all the way. Piercing arrows. One can imagine some weird creature from, made of nanite bots that was able to stow itself away in the network of our ship.
Mm-hmm.
Could probably have damage resistance to arrows.
Probably.
All right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's pull out the gun and let's shoot
It's
it with
retro,
magic.
guys. I like hitting stuff with arrows. That's what I imagine.
All right,
people
does a 28
in the
hit its
future would say.
EAC?
A
I like it.
28
It's cool.
does hit its EAC.
Okay, cool. So it's going to take 9 points of electricity damage. And then I'm going to have to make another spell resistance check.
So the electricity damage does nothing.
Oh, cool. This is...
Oh, we knew that.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. It's one of its immunities.
Okay, well... Fuck. Well, bear with me a moment then. That would not have been something that I would have done. Let's change that up for just a standard caustic conversion then.
Okay.
All right, so that's 29 to hit it.
And it's
EAC.
yeah.
Okay.
Does that allow for spell resistance?
It might. Let me double check.
Because if that's like a conjuration, then
It is subject to spell resistance.
okay.
So still got to make that check. Probably not. That's only going to be a 15. So
Okay.
no. Cool.
You could always re-roll it.
I could.
Saying.
I'm not, though.
Okay. All right. Make me sense motive.
Cool. So help me God. Another goddamn 18.
18. Okay.
I have rolled a 13 on this check 3 times now.
Yeah, lucky 13.
Like, I'm not mad I'm not making it. I'm more like, how do I keep rolling the same number every time?
Who knows?
I don't know.
You can tell that Vesper is processing. Like, Vesper realizes that it's not getting caught up in this conflict and doesn't want to play its hand too soon, but it's processing something.
Okay.
It's like trying to collect all the data it needs to be able to do something.
Yeah, Vesper's got a loading bar on the main visor, on the main view screen.
Cyna, however, it is your turn. A little bit more crowd in here. Maia's made her way inside the bridge now. Perhaps a relief once that sword gets swinging again.
All right. We're going to trigger track this bugger again.
Okay.
Uh, 26 energy.
That will hit.
All right.
Oh, God.
This isn't even the new gun.
Oh, no. This is still
28 Sonic.
28 Sonic. It all goes through.
Remind me to tell you about my new gun.
Make me a sense motive, Cyna.
There we go. 29.
29.
Actually, was
Okay. So, you finally start piecing things together. You, after a while, and you heard Zenka mention that this was an ultimate inevitable. And your spacefaring past, you've probably heard at least one story about the Inhamed Inevitables being responsible for protecting explorers of the galaxy. So you are realizing that this creature is acting very strangely, possibly from madness or some other affliction.
It's sick.
How do you give inevitable mental illness?
These things are supposed to be protectors?
Is it
Yes.
being mind controlled?
Is it protecting someone that's not us?
We're in the drift. Who else is out here?
Can we do a medicine check?
Maybe a computer's chest. Run an antivirus on it.
I mean, if you want to, do you want to call this out or?
Yeah. I'm like, that's where I've heard of these things. These are supposed to be protectors of space travelers. It's like, why are you killing us? We're explorers. This is what we do.
Make a diplomacy check.
Can I help?
No, it's not your turn.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
Holy
I don't need to help.
I told you, Cyna has been practicing diplomacy.
I love
You
it.
start like rattling off all the Sunday school stories you heard about these things.
Luckily, you didn't.
I'm
skip
pretty
less
sure,
than
like
2.6.
I was raised a devout Desnan. I'm pretty
How to
sure that
diplomatize with
Desnans
inevitable.
have like the parable of the one okay lawful creature.
Yeah. The one that's fine.
right. 34 diplomacy.
34 diplomacy.
Ooh.
Okay. Woo. Try as you might to try to reach this thing. It's just, it seems too addled and incensed to really do anything about it.
It's
Like that. Like
There's
there's
something
just a
wrong with it.
barrier you've got to punch through to be able to get through to it. You
the
feel
lights are on, but nobody's home.
kind of, yeah.
Maybe literally. Punch. I don't know.
See, if this was like a sitcom, hitting in the head would definitely work.
Wait, has this AP become a sitcom?
When all else fails.
But you,
Wait, this wasn't a sitcom?
you made it
Wait for the
flat-footed,
next
though,
AP.
right? And you mentioned this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's flat-footed now.
Vesper blasts off of its podium. Like it was standing like stark still, and I mean, it rushes off this podium and attempts to place an open palmed hand right to the skull, or what would be the skull
Do you need Vesper's attack?
of this
bonus?
creature. I was able to pull it up because I
Okay.
sent it to you separately.
Right,
We
yeah,
don't-
that's how I was pulling it. Was
Well,
I like that Vesper's character sheet is digital.
Praise Triumph.
Praise Triune.
So, Vesper physically connects. Vesper beats SR, and Vesper makes its caster level check.
Go Vesper.
And you just see, like, Vesper comes up, grabs this thing by the skull, and, like, just an energy pulse just, like, kind of ripples through this inevitable. And it's almost like a house of cards collapsing and almost immediately reforming up out of the ground.
Oh my god, we didn't even try turning it off and back on again.
Oh, man. Layer 1 issue.
Sorry, guys. You have 3 software developers at the table. This happens.
Okay, it shakes off this sensation and looks around at all of you as well as Vesper. And it looks at Vesper and puts a hand on Vesper's shoulder. And it seems like they have some type of, like, just, machine-on-machine communication, right? And Vesper kind of, like, nods and goes back to their terminal and kind of, resets there. The inevitable looks at all of you, and you can hear just like this audio winding, almost like rewinding a cassette tape, but you can still hear like the audio like going really quickly until finally it decides that it's going to use common as the most likely language for all of you. I apologize. Title music for Dead Sons is provided by Overclocked Remix and created by CFX. Find more great game remixes at ocremix.com. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.